Hello, Frozies! McFrozen Nuggets here, come to you with another video, and today I'm actually doing my first LEGO review for quite a while, but this is actually quite a bit different because it's not LEGO Star Wars, it's not LEGO Harry Potter. This is a review of what I consider to be my favorite LEGO Ninjago set of all time, being the summer 2012 release of the 9449 Ultrasonic Raider. Now, unfortunately, I do not have the box anymore, and I tried looking for the instruction booklets, which to no avail, but I will put a picture on the screen of what the box looks like so you can actually see it. And I just want to let you know that you get 2 instruction booklets, and they're actually not really that big. They're like a sort of a normal size. And they also have the cardboard inside of the bag that they come in, but it actually keeps them in really good shape. And also too, you get an extra orange. You also get an orange brick separator, which this is one of the first LEGO sets to actually come with it. This, along with the Epic Dragon Battle that also came out in the summer of 2012. Now, just a little bit of backstory. I actually first got this for my 17th birthday back in 2014. My dad actually got it for me dirt cheap for $60 when it originally retailed for $80 back in the day. And nowadays, if you look for it online, I think it goes for like $600 new in the pack, new in the box. So, to say the least, I definitely think my father got really lucky finding it for a damn good deal back in 2014. And obviously, as the thumbnail kind of says, this was featured in Season 1, most notably. Or this first appeared in Season 1, namely in the Season 1 finale of the show, Dave the Great Devourer, when the Great Devourer actually comes to Ed and Edna's junkyard, Jay's parents' place, and they actually do the tornado of creation, and from all the junk and scraps at the junkyard, they actually create the Ultrasonic Raider. Then they actually use the cannons right on top there to try and shoot the tune from the Sacred Flute that Zane actually had recorded in his memory, or in his data banks, to which, unfortunately, the Devourer actually kind of uses its tail to kind of smash the Raider, and then it actually just takes off to Ninjago City, to which the ninja actually kind of repaired a little bit, and actually follow it to Ninjago City. And then that was the last we actually saw of it until Season 2, in the episode Double Trouble, when the Bizarro Ninja actually uses to go to Darkly's boarding school for bad boys. Then after the ninja actually defeat their Bizarro selves, they actually use it to actually drive back to Grand St. Darius Mojo Dojo. And what I would consider to be my favorite episode with the tank, being Ninja Ball Run, when they use it to try and save the dojo. And the last part where they actually use it in the episode, I'll actually save it for when I actually show off the features. But first, let's take a look at those figures. So now, starting with the minifigures, we're going to start with the 2 snakes first. This is the exclusive figure of the set, Pythor P. Chungsworth. He was the main villain of Ninjago Season 1, as he basically, and very stupidly, wanted to release the Great Devourer to try and get back at the people of Ninjago for locking his tribe underground all those years ago. And he very, very stupidly thought that he was going to be able to control the Devourer. But as Sensei Wu said, it was going to consume everything, including the Serpentine. And then when Pythor tries to run, when he sees he's made a mistake, Sensei Wu basically, as I was saying before, the background kind of fell over stupidly. Pythor tried to run, but Sensei Wu kept him there because, as his punishment, which obviously he got eaten by the Devourer. So it's Sensei Wu, but obviously Wu came out unscathed. While Pythor, we initially thought he was dead, but as we saw in Season 3, we saw that his skin actually got bleached from purple to white. while as he was being digested in the bowels of the Devourer. And then, as per usual with Pythor being super fucking arrogant and whatnot, he tries to place the blame on the ninja for leaving him in the bowels of the Devourer when they had no idea he was alive. Plus, he was wanting to release the Devourer in the first place. So really, it's on you, Pythor. You dipshit. Sorry, I had to get that right off my chest. Anyway, he comes with the Fang Blade. He's got a really nice head. He does not come with the purple arms. I just simply added them from my Stan Shumpike figure from the 2010 or 2011 Harry Potter Night Bus. Now he's also got the tail because he is a Serpentine General. So yeah, I will say it was awesome seeing him actually. It was awesome seeing Garmadon actually kick his ass a little bit in All of Nothing. And then here's the mascot for a really cool LEGO YouTuber, Spitbricks. This is the Vanmari Soldier Spitta. Comes with a simple little flail. He's got 4 eyes right there. A couple scratches on his torso. Nice back printing. And then there is the top of his head right there. Yeah, again, shout out to you, Spitbricks. You're a cool guy. Just gonna say that. Now for what is easily my favorite part of this set, being that it was the first Ninjago set where you got all 4 of the original ninja. And, added bonus, you get all 4 golden weapons. As you can also see, they also come with the regular katana swords. But again, they do include all 4 of their golden weapons. So first up, we're starting with Kai ZX. He's got the Sword of Fire. Now, this is not actually the one you get with the set. I just simply got... This is actually an extra from the Airjitzu Kai Flyer, because the one that originally came with it, it like had a little gap right here, but... which is more accurate to the show, but it actually kind of made it really flimsy and actually kind of started to bend it a little bit. So I think starting with the Airjitzu Kai Flyer, when it actually got included there, they actually added that little extra piece there, so it actually wouldn't have that issue anymore. There's a little bit of hair on its shoulder armor. And yes, the crest on his mask is actually painted. The printing was just coming off a little bit, you know? And there's the sword, and you can see a little bit of the back printing there. So I'll just... yeah, there's his face. Classic 2011 face. Yes, I do have tape on his face, so the printing won't come off. And same thing as the back of the torso, because one thing I noticed is that whenever you have the shoulder armor on here, it actually does kind of mess with the printing a little bit. Which I really, really hate. So there is Kai ZX. And yes, I also did paint the eye and the little gem on the Sword of Fire a little bit to make it just slightly more accurate to the show. Here's JZX with the Nunchucks of Lightning. Now, I'm just gonna get this out of the way. This is definitely the golden weapon I think definitely looks the most improved from what I did. I actually just simply painted the gold chain in blue and light blue to make it look like actual lightning coming in between the 2 hilts. Take the silver katana sword out of there. And as you can also see, she has a silver arm. I took this from my TC-14 figure from one of my LEGO Star Wars Advent calendars, just so it actually match up a little more with the shoulder armor. This whole area in the show is actually sort of a shiny silver color. But obviously in LEGO they can't exactly do that, so... and that's also why he originally had like a light gray arm. But instead, I just gave him a silver arm, so it'll at least match the shoulder arm a little more. Now actually take one hilt of the nunchucks out of there so you can see the printing a little better. I've always loved these things, like they are so freaking awesome. And I absolutely hate the fact that they were so rare in the 2012 sets. Like, if anything, they should have at least come in the J Stormfighter set, because then you can have the nunchucks with the Stormfighter. Much like how they had the Scythe of Quakes with the Dread Assault, and the Shurikens of Ice with the Ice Speeder and the Fangpire Trunk Ambush, and subsequently have the Sword of Fire with the blade cycle. Because then you have the golden weapon with the elemental vehicle that they represented, or that they actually became. So yeah. Here's Jay's face. Again, classic 2011 face. I'll show you the back printing. Right here. So there is JZX. Here is Zane ZX with the shurikens of ice. I did paint little light blue, a few light blue spots on both the shurikens on both sides. It did come off. Some of the paint did come off, but it's not really too bad. He, like Kai, has the gold accents for the shoulder armor and the crest. There's the black katana sword I gave him. And actually, if you want to make another variation of Zane, you could actually use the face from the battle damage Zane from the 2014 sets to actually recreate when he actually gets half of his face smashed off by the Devourer in the scene, which is actually kind of cool. And we finally got that in 2014. Anyway, there's his face. Again, classic 2011 face. Pretty much all the ninja in this set have their original faces from 2011. And there's his back printing right there. I'm just gonna say this. I definitely prefer the original designs better than the designs that they started using after the LEGO Ninjago movie. Anyone who wants to argue that with me, just do it in the comments. Or you could just debate about it in the comments. And lastly, here is Cole ZX with the Scythe of Quakes. This is actually the only golden weapon I did not customize because it looks perfect just the way it is. And plus, even though it's not exactly accurate to how it appears in the show, it's still, again, it's just a classic. It's just a classic design from the original 2011 sets. Get that sword out of there. You can see a little bit of the back printing there. Actually move the scythe kind of off to the side a little bit, so you can see it's printing a little better. Here's his face. And then there is the back printing. So now let's get on to the review of the actual set. Okay, so let's actually bring this a little bit forward. Move the ninja back there. And obviously the two serpentine. So yeah, there is the actual ultrasonic raider itself. Now, obviously, since I'm actually on carpet, the treads will actually work just fine. But if you were to use these on like a hard floor, they're not really gonna work too well. But I just absolutely love that sound. Turn this around. See the nice, really big wheel in the back there. And you got the gold blades, which are actually the exact same as the ones used here from Jay's Stormfighter. Here's the back. You get this little button right here, which I will actually show you in a little bit. Yes, you get a little prison back here, which is not accurate to the show, but is nice. But it is a nice little extra feature. And realistically, the only figure you can actually fit in there is Spitta. But if you have any other snake figures, or serpentine figures, I guess you could say, you can actually fit them in there. There we go. And that just kind of came off. Okay. Just want to get him out of there. per video. And Zane accidentally got knocked off. Or knocked down. There we go. You get a couple of flick missiles on either side, which are actually the claws that the ninja use to hold the devourer down. The light just came off. And you can actually move them up and down so you can kind of aim them in the direction that you want. Now, obviously, come on. Whoo! That was actually a good flick. Actually, let's see if we can actually, maybe take out Pythor over here. I missed. I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up, even though this is only the second try. Ooh! Nearly hit him. Come on. Third time. Come on. Come on. Woo! Okay, I will admit, that was actually a pretty good flick. Flick missiles. You gotta hit him. You gotta hit him, but at the same time, they are pretty classic. You know what, screw it. Just bring back here. But yeah, you kinda get the idea. And then you obviously remember these from the spinners. You got kind of spinner crowns. I'll just show you, for example, Kai ZX. And actually take this off. Just for a bit of a close look. Yeah, these are actually the same exact color as the one for Kai ZX, and even the one from the Kendo J booster pack, just without any of the printing. And you do get two, so that's actually cool. You do get two of those in this set. No, you do not get the spinner, obviously. This is just a standalone spinner. Just brought it over just to compare. You can also move them up and down if you want, but they're obviously meant to be positioned like that. And these cannons do move. You can move them however you want. I just personally prefer to keep them like that. So as far as actually seeing the ninja in the tank, unfortunately you can't fit all four of them inside. You can only fit two. But what I actually typically do is, first off, you have to take off all their golden weapons. Or really any weapons in general. And one way you can possibly, first off, I'll actually just sit Cole in the front here. And I'll put Kai up in the top. The top's definitely accurate because only one can sit there, but the bottom not so much because up to 3 can fit in there. But one thing that I actually typically do is, you see how there are like a couple of bars right here and here? What I typically do is I just simply have the other two ninja hang onto the sides, so you can at least have all 4 of them on the vehicle at some point. You know, again, it's not accurate to the show, but at least you can actually somehow get them on there. But for a second, I'll actually take both Jay and Zane off. Because one thing you can also do is that you can actually attach all 4 of the golden weapons onto the vehicle. Like, there's a little Technic pin down here. That's where you can put the Scythe of Quakes. Or the Sword of Fire. Actually, there are 2 Technic pins on either side, so you can put either the Scythe of Quakes or the Sword of Fire on. And there are 2 clips on either side, right here and right here, making up a total of 4, so they can actually clip on Shurikens of Ice and Nunchucks of Lightning. So right here are the Shurikens. And then here are the Nunchucks, and we'll just place them right right here. And right here. Okay. And then, of course, you can take the Sword of Fire and place it right down here. Oh, top the scythe. Accidentally knocked the top of the scythe off. So there, now you can have all 4 golden weapons on the vehicle for the ninja to actually use. And obviously, again, you can. It's gonna be a bit of a tight squeeze. But you can put the other 2 ninjas still on there. And there we go. Now I've got all 4 ninja on the vehicle with all 4 of their golden weapons. Ready? Ready to take on the Serpentine. Or the Great Devourer, obviously. Or even the Stone Army, because this was actually seen in The Day Ninjago Stood Still, which was actually its last appearance in the original series, as in the original 2 seasons, before reappearing in Day of the Departed as the Ultra Stealth Raider. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get that, but I do hope to maybe get the ninja in their, what I call their Remembrance suits, which is a melding of their original designs and their ZX designs. Now the last feature in this set is, as I mentioned, you get there's this little button back here, and in case you probably forgot, in the Ninja Ball Run episode, this whole top section actually became a jet, which Nia actually tried to explain to the ninja, but unfortunately, because some idiots during Ninja Ball Run, they were revving up their engines, and they couldn't exactly hear Nia talking. So either it was the fault of those other competitors, or Nia wasn't talking loud enough. But what are you gonna do? Now, obviously, you can't exactly do it without pushing. If you try and take this, you can't. So obviously, you push this button right here. It is actually a little stiff because it's kind of old and it's a little dusty, but you push that in, the wings pop out, and then boom! Now you have the actual jet. And yeah, this is exactly why I put Kai in the cockpit, because this is directly out of that episode, which is fucking awesome. Oftentimes, whenever I watch that episode, I actually reenacted with using the set. And just simply put the other 3 like right on top here. Oh, I just put the other 3 like right on top here, just like in the actual episode. Yeah, obviously you can just simply land it back in there and lock it back in. And it actually will stay secured. Now, obviously, if you remember in Season 2, the ninjas actually did not have their golden weapons with them. Because obviously, if you remember from the end of Season 1, they gave them all to Lord Garmadon to destroy the Great Devourer, but then he basically escaped with the golden weapons, and then he made the Mega Weapon. But even despite him trying to use the Mega Weapon to try and sabotage the ninja, he still ended up failing. So even despite him having the power of all 4 golden weapons, the ninja still found a way to beat him out. Because they know their golden weapons just as well as he does. So in that aspect, fuck off, Garmadon. Fuck off. Yes, there is cursing in a set in a review about a freaking LEGO Ninjago set. I'm an adult, I can do whatever I want, so fuck you to those who are complaining. And plus, this set's already 12 years old. I've had it for 10 years, so again, I think I know what I'm doing. So yeah, that's pretty much all I can say about the Ultrasonic Raider. Again, like I said before, this is my all-time favorite Ninjago set. Even despite the Temple of Spinjitzu coming out 3 years later, this is still my all-time favorite because, again, it was the first set where you could get all 4 ninja, and even though it was $80, it was the cheapest way to get all 4 golden weapons in one set, because the only other 2 ways to get them were $120, being the Fire Temple and the Epic Dragon Bell. But one upside with the Epic Dragon Bell is obviously that you got the Green Ninja as well. And plus, you actually got to have Lord Garmadon wielding all 4 of the golden weapons, which is pretty cool. Again, I hope to maybe get another set of the golden weapons, because I can actually have Garmadon wielding them, along with my custom-made mega weapon, which I do plan on possibly doing a video on at some point. But even if I don't, I'm at least happy that I was able to do a review on this set, because again, it's classic. It's from the summer of 2012 Ninjago, when it was at its all-time peak popularity, after we found out who the Green Ninja was, how much people wanted the Green Ninja, and how much we wanted these sets to come out, or really how much we wanted to get these sets. I was fortunately able to get 3 of the summer 2012 sets. The Lashless Bike Cycle, which you can kind of see in the background there, it's right next to the Fang Power truck. The Samurai Mech, which is unfortunately kind of all busted up, but I hope to maybe rebuild it at some point. And then the third one was this one. Now I do hope to maybe get the Epic Dragon Battle, but because of how rare it is, I kind of see I don't really see too much of a desire to get it. But it would be cool to maybe have the Ultra Dragon, because I can have that to go along with this. And obviously, again, Garmadon in that set comes with all 4 golden weapons, because then I can basically have him wield the golden weapons and have the ninja still have them at the same time. Though obviously having him with the mega weapon and the golden weapons is a direct callback to Wrong Place, Wrong Time, when they actually use the weapons to destroy the mega weapon. But yeah, also, I do hope to maybe get the other Fang Blades. I do only have the Constrictile and Fang Power ones. But I know you're gonna be asking, you say you have the Bike Cycle, you should have the Van Mine Fang Blade. Yeah, I kinda lost the silver tip for that, being this piece. So I hope to maybe at the very least get another couple of these. I do have a couple of these lightsaber hilts. So all I really need is a extra of the little flat stud for the Hypnobride symbol and the Van Mari symbol. But yeah, again, that's pretty much it. I will actually link to the playlist for the a lot of the other LEGO Ninjago reviews that I upload onto the Brick Show Backstage channel, which, shout out to them. I respect the absolute shit out of them, and this kind of, in a sense, is also not just meant to be a callback to when Ninjago was at its all-time peak popularity, but it's also kind of meant to be a bit of a callback to their review of the Ultratronic Rare, which unfortunately I wasn't able to find. I only found the Epic Dragon Battle review, but I'm at least happy that I can review this and basically give them a nice little shout out. I will also, screw it, I also link to their channel in the description below, because they're just some really great guys. Steven and Jason, you guys still go after me. You guys are still freaking awesome, even now. Like, I'm not kidding. So yeah, as usual, social media links in the description below. Drop a like if you all enjoyed this. And remember, as long as there's something worth fighting for, there's always a need for a ninja. Whether it be in Ninjago, or a little place called Tokyo, Japan. Cough, cough, Puffy, Ami, Yumi. So yeah, as usual, love it and frozen to death. And of course, do not forget to keep it rigid. Ninja!